Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1 2021 Drive Career Mode with McLaren, episode number 56 today for the British Grand Prix, season 4 round number 8. If you missed the previous episode uploaded last week at Austria, then I recommend go check that out. Of course, subscribe to the channel and you see plenty more episodes of this series. But moving to R&D then, we are technically the fastest team on the grid. However, we've got a few little things to sort out, especially on the Sashi side, where AlphaTauri have come on absolutely nowhere to be. Well, they're now the fastest of all, so we're going to try and get those final brakes upgrade, and we have also got enough points to repurchase that failed tyre upgrade. So that's going to come in for this episode, and well, at Spain, AlphaTauri were the third worst team on the grid. Now they're the third best team on the grid. 5 episodes later. What a that's a huge transformation by the Italian outfit as well. That means they are going to be even more annoying, the AlphaTauris, especially Gasly. You know how consistently and highly rated he is as well, so no, would probably be getting that in the L. Aston Martin as well, bringing an upgrade for the first time in 2 seasons as well. So they finally purchased a HQ upgrade after Lawrence Stroll's departure from that team as well. Red Bull flatline. So yes, but you know, Red Bull, they're pretty fast anyway on track, never mind on paper, so they expect them to be up there. And for me, I hate this track. I just have absolutely this is just a cursed track for me. I just, even before as Lundgaard there, why did he slow down? He just couldn't make up his mind up where he wanted to go there, Lundgaard, and just got in the way of my first lap actually. So yes, and you can see here it's a miserable continues, and you know, as I'm not a very good qualifier, and well, in this particular track it's P13 in the fastest car on the grid. Send help, please do, because you know, well, we've made some time up on our previous best lap. We're 10th. Well, actual fact, sector 1, I'm not too bad. You know, I'm still. What's it going to be? 26.4, which I think is what was get me about like 8th or 9th. So yes, it's not electric pace. It's not the pace that we need. You know, as you guys know, we track extend as well to just try and get every single bit of lap time. Cops though, from this point onwards, as I show in the race as well, it's the same in the race. It's just horrific through Cops, Maggots, and Beckett's as well. The AI are, like with other tracks, are able to go so much faster, and it's just broken. You see, we're actually slower than Hamilton through the middle sector. Final sector should be able to make some time up, and 3.3 tenths of that, but you know, I wanted to make all the time up in the middle sector because that's where I lose the most amount of time. I'm losing time to the AI for every sector, but the second sector is where I'm losing the most amount of time, and in the end it's only enough for P11, not even in the top 10 as well. We now qualified by Christian Lundgaard, who's only got one. Well, he's got a few points this season, thanks to Stroll as well. So it's going to be a tough one. We'll see what we can do. Time for the race.
We return once again then to the home of British motorsport and the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, It's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday and will start from pole position, with Lance Stroll alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Gasly, Yuki Tsunoda and Sainz, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Ocon and Christian Lundgaard, and McLaren, Hamilton, George Russell and Giovinazzi, Perez, Latifi and Guan Yu Zhou and Mick Schumacher. Mazepin and Sebastian Vettel starts from the back of the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
We need to take some unnecessary risks, Jeff, because I'm terrible at this track. Race strategy, we'll be out because we're outside the top 10. Guess what? It's the old medium to soft strategy. 5 laps on mediums, 8 laps on softs. That's the 25% tyre wear for you. So anyway, we'll start on the mediums. 5 at lights then. For the British Grand Prix, lights out, away we go, and it's a better start than Lundgaard on the outside there. As well, can we get any of the Alpines though through turn 1? No, we can't. We're actually way behind them. Going to dive down the inside of about both Alpines, and I think that's Sainz as well. Around the outside, it's Leclerc actually. Here's Sainz. Can we have a look around the outside of Sainz here? He gives us the room on the outside, and we're able to shove him out on that corner. And we're up to P6, so it's been a brilliant start. 5 places made on the start there as well. But now, of course, both Ferraris are going to be faster than me through every corner. And you can see here, Leclerc is all over the back of me. And hopefully, the Ferraris can just squabble amongst themselves. As our teammate Lando Norris is ahead, leads the race from Lance Stroll and Max Verstappen. Verstappen is only 3rd. Gasly doing a great job. He's right on the rear end of Verstappen in 4th place. Oh, that's close between Alonso and Leclerc in the BWT Alpine car there. Leclerc might have front wing damage there, and he bangs wheels with Sainz, and Sainz will surely now power through in the Ferrari. Yes, he does. And now the Ferraris are coming to gang up on me in the McLaren. We need to shove off Leclerc in this line into the path of Sainz, retain P6, but you know, pace is not there. As you can clearly see, it's horrific. Tsunoda, it's been 4 laps, and Tsunoda's about a 1.5 lap faster per lap as well. Lap 5, I've had enough of this medium tyre stuff. The mediums are dreadful, and we're coming into this what is the world's worst pit lane on the F1 calendar as well, because it's slow, there's tight and whoever came up with this pit lane, why? I don't get it. I don't get why they did actually come with that pit lane. But anyway, 2.7 seconds, not a little bit slower than I'd like from the McLaren people. Zoe has had an issue because he has already come in. We'll get a replay of him afterwards. Just see the gap to Mazepin. He's 17 seconds there. So we'll see with free air at least. This is a replay of what happened on lap 1 with Guan Yu Zhou. He's fighting with Vettel, who started last. Again, the durability on the Aston Martin is terrible, and well, slightly bit of contact, but Zhou then cuts across him and comes into the pits. So that's what happened to Zhou. But as we come out the pits, jump to lap 8, there's Leclerc in his overcutters. As unfortunate on this game, it's just the fact that the Ferrari doesn't have the same, can do the supersonic speeds through all the corners, and I can't as well. So we're going to have to go with DRS down the Wellington straight. up to Brookfield, tried to go down make that move down the outside, but didn't have the grip on the tyres to be able to make that move well. Really frustrating there, and a little bit of a twitch on the end there of Brooklands. And the following lap, it's got worse. Sainz has overcut us as well, and at this point, I've given up pretty much on trying to get past the Ferraris because they have so much good traction. The only hope that can happen is they battle with each other and give themselves front wing damage, and have us. Spinotto will not be happy with them about that as well, really. But it's unfortunate for us there, and you can see that they just run away by lap 12, and now we've got Alonso all over the back of us. Through Maggots and Beckett's and Ocon. I'm pretty sure that 2 seconds will become no seconds in a matter of time as well, and you can see they're just losing time. Norris has done a 23.8, my best is a 25.4 as the two Ferraris going side by side through Maggots and Beckett. Which one of them will come out on top? It's Leclerc, but Sainz will have DRS on Leclerc down the hanger straight, and surely Sainz gets in front of Leclerc there as we jump to the final lap, and you can see there that Ocon has closed the gap up massively. Norris has done a 23.5. We've forced out Alonso through Maggots and Beckett's. Don't know if he's got a little bit front wing damage, but Ocon's now going to have a go at his teammate in the battle of the French cars. This is for 9th place. And Alonso goes all the way around the outside and keeps the position, a very good defence from the Spaniard in the Alpine car there against his Frenchman in the teammate. So come across the line then for a miserable P8. Not what we needed, and well, it's about to get worse as I'll show you the Drivers' Championship standings. But very frustrating day really, and at this point I'm contemplating kicking Silverstone from the Season 5 calendar, because it was just absolutely, I just had no pace at all against the AI. Lando managed to do a 23.5 in the same car, 2 seconds a lap slower. I am. Even the likes of the Ferraris do a second a lap faster than me as well. So a painful race at my home Grand Prix. And it gets worse because all that hard work I put in Baku and Austria to close up to Verstappen, and now Norris has a 28-point advantage over me. I don't know if we're going to be able to claw that back. He's won 3 and 4 races, as I'll show you later at the end of the video as well. We need to clear Verstappen because Verstappen is sort of badly focused. We're comfortable in the Constructors, so at least we might be able to win the Constructors this season, but it's not great. It's not a great outlook for the Drivers' Championship.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts. You had a lot of fans out there today. Does the pressure get to you when you're back home?
No, but the problem is that the track is dreadful on this year's game.
Was today a good day for you?
No, it was definitely not a good day. Not happy with how the car was performing.
What could have gone better?
The AI not doing supersonic speeds for every corner.
Is there a hint of jealousy in seeing your teammate up there on the podium? Or are you happy for them?
I'd like to take on Lando.
Well, here's hoping they're working hard to find some improvements.
It's contract renewal time, so think about if this is where you still want to be. We can try and negotiate a better deal here, but we also have the chance to look elsewhere.
So yes, we'll renew our contract with McLaren at the start of the next episode, the Hungarian Grand Prix, another dreadful episode there as well. So that will be coming out next week, as I said in the community post yesterday, along with Belgium will also be coming out next week. Belgium as well. If I can get Eau Rouge sorted out, like I figured out, I think I figured out how to be faster through Eau Rouge and that sequence of the middle sector. It's still not great as well, because the AI, that's another track the AI do supersonic speeds at, but you know, it should be a little bit better, and we should be able to be a little bit more competitive than I have been so far on this year's game. Hungary is a problem because the second middle sector, as from last year's game, is woeful. against me, the AI, I lose half a second. So again, damage limitation through there. But for Silverstone, that's I've had enough with it. I've had enough with Silverstone. It's a terrible track to drive. It's time to go for that track. So you have enjoyed this miserable episode, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel and you see plenty more episodes of the F1 2021 Driver Career Modes and as and when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day and goodbye.